ecological niches and interacted with other species in new ways. This led to the development of complex ecological communities, which in turn contributed to the maintenance of biodiversity by promoting the coexistence of multiple species in the same habitat. In addition to the evolution of new species, the survival of species during the Ice Age was also influenced by migration and dispersal. Many species were forced to migrate in search of food, water, and suitable habitats, leading to the development of migratory behaviors in many species that continue to migrate today. For example, the Arctic tern, a migratory bird that breeds in the Arctic and spends its winters in the Antarctic, is thought to have evolved its migratory behavior during the Ice Age as a way to follow shifting food resources. The migration of species during the Ice Age also had important implications for the dispersal of species, as species that migrated to new areas encountered new environments and their species, leading to the development of new adaptations and the evolution of new species. The survival of species during the Ice Age also had important implications for the development of human societies and cultures. Many of the plants and animals that were important for human subsistence during the early stages of human evolution, such as mammoths, bison, and reindeer, were species that had adapted to cold environments during the Ice Age. The development of tools and technologies for hunting and processing these species played a critical role in the development of human societies and cultures. For example, the development of new hunting techniques, such as the use of spears and bows and arrows, allowed humans to more effectively hunt large game such as mammoths and bison, which in turn provided a reliable source of food and materials for clothing, shelter, and other necessities of life. The development of these technologies played a critical role in the development of human societies and cultures, and their legacy can still be seen today in the cultural practices and traditions of many indigenous peoples around the world. Another important way in which the survival of species during the Ice Age has influenced the development of life on Earth is through the development of complex ecological communities. As species evolved and diversified in response to changing conditions, they formed new ecological niches and interacted with other species in new ways. This led to the development of complex ecological communities, which in turn contributed to the maintenance of biodiversity by promoting the coexistence of multiple species in the same habitat. For example, the Arctic tundra, which is characterized by harsh, cold conditions and a short growing season, is home to a diverse community of plants and animals that have adapted to these conditions. The community includes species such as reindeer, Arctic foxes, lemmings, and a variety of plant species, each of which occupies a different ecological niche and interacts with other species in complex ways. The development of complex ecological communities during the Ice Age had important implications for the evolution of many modern-day species and for the maintenance of biodiversity. As species evolved and diversified, they formed complex ecological relationships with other species, which in turn influenced the evolution of these species. For example, the evolution of the Arctic fox's white winter coat was likely influenced by its interactions with other species in its ecological community, such as the snowshoe hare, which also has a white winter coat. By blending in with the snow, the Arctic fox was better able to hunt the snowshoe hare, which in turn may have influenced the evolution of the hare's winter coat. The development of complex ecological communities during the Ice Age also had important implications for the maintenance of biodiversity. By promoting the coexistence of multiple species in the same habitat, these communities help to maintain the diversity of life on Earth by providing opportunities for different species to occupy different ecological niches and to interact with other species in different ways.